An equipment is purchased for 40 rupees 000 and is fully depreciated by straight line method over 8 years. Considering interest on average annual cost at 15 PA, the charge on the company due to use of this equipment if made uniformly over the 8 years is A 5 rupees 750, B 8 rupees 000, C 8 rupees 375, D 14 rupees 000. The correct answer is 8 rupees 375. The most important purpose of frog in a brick is to A. Emboss manufacturer's name, B. Reduce the weight of brick, C. Form keyed joint between brick and mortar, D. Improve insulation by providing hollows. The correct answer is form keyed joint between brick and mortar. Gross flange area for a riveted plate girder is to be designed considering net area as 80 of its gross area. Consider width of the flange as 500 mm while web plate as 1000 mm x 12 mm. The girder is to resist a maximum BM of 4500 kN. Maximum allowable bending stress in tension is 150 MPa. Gross flange area is A 22,000 mm to B 35,500 mm to C 46,000 mm to D 73,000 mm to. The correct answer is 35,500 mm to. Uniformity coefficient of filter sand is given by A D50 D5, B D50 D10, C D60 D5, D D60 D10. The correct answer is D60 D10. For the compound bar shown in the below figure, the ratio of stresses in the portions A, B, B, C, C, D will be A 412, B 124, C 142, D 421. The correct answer is 142. Compression index of a soil helps to determine A. Total time required for consolidation, B. Time required for 50% consolidation, C. Total settlement of clay water, D. Pre-consolidation pressure of clay. The correct answer is pre-consolidation pressure of clay. At what distance from left support of the beam is the shear force 0? A 1 m, B 1.25 m, C 1.5 m, D 2.5 m. The correct answer is 1.5 m. What is the volume of a 6 m deep tank having rectangular shaped top 6 m x 4 m and bottom 4 m x 2 m computed through the use of prismoidal formula? A 96 m3, B 94 m3, C 92 m3, D 90 m3. The correct answer is 92 m3. Why are intermediate vertical stiffeners provided in plate girders? A. To eliminate web buckling, B. To eliminate local buckling, C. To transfer concentrated loads, D. To prevent excessive deflection. The correct answer is to eliminate web buckling. Under load, the void ratio of a submerged saturated clay decreases from 1.00 to 0.92. What will be the ultimate settlement of the 2 m thick clay due to consolidation? A. 20 mm, B. 40 mm, C. 80 mm, D. 160 mm. The correct answer is 80 mm. Ultimate strength of cement is influenced by which one of the following? A. Tricalcium silicate, B. Dicalcium silicate, C. Tricalcium aluminate, D. Tetracalcium aluminoferrite. The correct answer is dicalcium silicate. Among the following which is are not pre-treatment unit S? A. Bar screen and grit chamber, B. Flow equalization and proportioning tank, C. Neutralization for pH adjustment tank. D. Nutrient removal tank. The correct answer is bar screen and grit chamber. A solid sphere will be in stable equilibrium if its center of gravity lies A. vertically above its geometric center, B. vertically below its geometric center, C. on the horizontal line through its center, D. at the center. The correct answer is vertically above its geometric center. A plain pin-jointed truss is shown in the figure. The force resisted by the member AD is A. 0, B. 502 kilograms, compression, C. 502 kilograms, tension, D. 1002 kilograms, tension. The correct answer is 502 kilograms, tension. In the figure shown aside, which one of the following correctly represents effective stress at C? Symbols have the usual meanings: A. HZ, B. Z, C. Z, sub, D. H, Z, sat. The correct answer is H, Z, sat. What is range of values of Poissons ratio for ductile materials? A. 0.10 to 0.15, B. 0.16 to 0.20, C. 0.21 to 0.24, D. 0.25 to 0.33. The correct answer is 0.16 to 0.20. What is the magnitude of the resultant of parallel force system as shown in the figure? A. 70 kN, B. 0, C. 70 kN couple anti-clockwise, D. 90 kN vertical force and a moment of 70 kN clockwise. The correct answer is 70 kN couple anti-clockwise. A rod shown in the given figure is such that the lower part is made of steel and the upper part is made of copper. Both the ends of the rod are rigidly clamped. If an axial force P is applied at the junction of the two metals, given that the ratio E steel E copper is equal to 2, then the force in the copper rod would be A. P5 tension, B. P3 tension, C. P3 compression, D. P5 compression. The correct answer is P5 tension. Air binding may occur in A. sievers, B. artesian well, C. aerator, D. filter. The correct answer is filter. For a vertical concentrated load acting on the surface of a semi-infinite elastic soil mass, the vertical normal stress at depth Z is proportional to A. Z, B. Z2, C. Z3, D. 1 Z2. The correct answer is 1 Z2. Presence of nitrogen in wastewater sample is due to the decomposition of A. carbohydrates, B. proteins, C. fats, D. vitamins. The correct answer is proteins. Two reservoirs are connected by two pipes A and B of same and length in series. If the diameter of A is 30 larger than that of B, what is the ratio of head loss in A to that of B? A. 0.77, B. 0.59, C. 0.50, D. 0.27. The correct answer is 0.27. A smooth sphere of weight W is supported in contact with a smooth vertical wall by a string fastened to a point on its surface, the other end being attached to a point in the wall as shown in the given figure. If the length of the string is equal to the diameter of the sphere, then the tension in the string and the reaction of the wall respectively will be A. 4 watts 3 2 watts 3, B. 2 watts 3 watts 3, C. 5 watts 3 watts 3, D. 3 watts 3 watts 3. The correct answer is 2 watts 3 watts 3. In an external focusing tacheometer, the fixed interval between the stadia hairs is 5 mm, the focal length of the objective is 25 cm, and the distance of the vertical axis of the instrument from the optical center of the objective is 15 cm. The constants of the tacheometer are A 50 0.40 m, B 50 0.25 m, C 100 0.40 m, D 30 0.10 m. The correct answer is 50 0.40 m. On a single rail track, goods trains loaded with heavy iron material run starting from A to B, and then empty wagons run from B to A. The amount of creep in the rails A will be more in the direction of B to A. B will be more in the direction of A to B. C will be maximum in the direction of A and B. D cannot be determined from the given data. The correct answer is will be more in the direction of A to B. What is the value of camber rate that should be provided in case of WBM pavement surface in an area of heavy rainfall? A 1 in 30. B 1 in 48. C 1 in 60. D 1 in 72. The correct answer is 1 in 30. In the given figure, the latitude of the place of observation will be equal to declination of the star plus its co-altitude when the position of the star on the meridian is between A horizon and pole, B horizon and equator, C equator and zenith, D pole and zenith. The correct answer is horizon and equator. The following are the sewage treatment processes: 1. Primary sedimentation; 2. Screening; 3. Grit removal; 4. Secondary sedimentation. When only preliminary treatment is to be given for sewage, select the required treatment processes including their correct sequence from the codes given below. A23, B231, C1234, D3124. The correct answer is 231. Consider the AOA network of a project shown in the given figure. Activities are designated by alphabets and durations are shown around the stem of the arrow. The critical path will be A123678, B123578, C124578, D124678. The correct answer is 123578. Consider the following statements regarding the working stress design of under-reinforced RC sections. 1. The neutral axis depth will be greater than that of a balanced section. 2. The stress in steel in tension will reach its maximum permissible value first. 3. The moment of resistance will be less than that of the balanced section. 4. The concrete on tension side is also to be considered for calculating the moment of resistance of the section. Of these statements, A1 and 2 are correct. B1 and 4 are correct. C3 and 4 are correct. D2 and 3 are correct. The correct answer is 1 and 4 are correct. The force in member FD in the given figure is A 50 kN compression, B 50 kN tension, C 150 kN tension, D 100 kN compression. The correct answer is 50 kN tension. The ratio of the flexural strengths to two beams of square COSS section, the first beam being placed with its top and bottom sides horizontally and the second beam being placed with one diagonal horizontally, is A3, B13, C12, D2. The correct answer is 2. The standard plasticity chart to classify fine-grained soils is shown in the given figure. The area marked X represents A silt of low plasticity, B clay of high plasticity, C organic soil of medium plasticity, D clay of intermediate plasticity. The correct answer is Organic soil of medium plasticity. Which one of the following statements is correct in the lime soda process of water softening? A. Lime reduces carbonate hardness while soda removes non-carbonate hardness. B. Only carbonate hardness is removed. C. Lime reduces non-carbonate hardness while soda removes carbonate hardness. D. Only non-carbonate hardness is removed. The correct answer is lime reduces carbonate hardness while soda removes non-carbonate hardness. In standard penetration test, the split spoon sampler is penetrated into the soil stratum by giving blows from a drop weight whose weight in kg and free fall in cm are respectively A 30 and 60, B 60 and 30, C 65 and 75, D 75 and 65. The correct answer is 65 and 75. The following data pertain to a wastewater sample: initial DO 8 mg L, final DO 2 mg L, dilution 1. The B.O.D of the given wastewater sample is A 600 mg L, B 6 mg L, C 0.6 mg L, D 1 mg L. The correct answer is 600 mg L. If P is the specific gravity of the material used in the design of a masonry dam of triangular section, then the ratio between the height and base width of the dam for structural safety and stability is equal to A 2P, B P, C 1P, D 1P. The correct answer is P. Consider the following statements relating to the stability of floating as well as submerged bodies. 1. A submerged body is stable when the center of gravity is below the center of buoyancy. 2. A floating body is stable when the center of gravity is above the center of buoyancy. 3. A floating body is stable when the center of gravity is below the metacenter. 4. A submerged body is in stable equilibrium when the center of gravity coincides with the center of buoyancy. Of these statements, A 1, 2 and 3 are correct. B 2, 3 and 4 are correct. C 1, 2 and 4 are correct. D 1, 3 and 4 are correct. The correct answer is 1, 3 and 4 are correct. A vehicle was stopped in 2 seconds by fully jamming the brakes. The skid marks measured 9.8 meters. The average skid resistance coefficient will be A 0.7, B 0.5, C 0.4, D 0.25. The correct answer is 0.5. Consider the following statements pertaining to intermediate stiffeners. 1. Stiffeners are provided to exclusively bear concentrated loads. 2. Stiffeners should bear tightly against top and bottom flanges. 3. Maximum spacing of stiffeners is restricted 180 T, where T is the thickness of web. Which of the statements given above are correct? A 1, 2 and 3. B 1 and 2 only. C 3 only. D 2 only. The correct answer is 3 only. A brick masonry wall of nominal thickness 200 mm carries an axial load of 26 kN and another load of 19 kN acting at an eccentricity of 45 mm. The resultant eccentricity and eccentricity ratio are respectively A 19 mm 0.95, B 19 mm 1.00, C 22 mm 1.10, D 24 mm 1.20. The correct answer is 19 mm 1.00. What is the correct sequence of formation of the following compounds during chlorination of water in which ammonia is present? 1. NCl 3,2. NH2 close 3. NHCl2. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A 1, 2, 3. B 2, 3, 1. C 3, 1, 2. D213. The correct answer is 231. Which one of the following statements is not correct? A. Settling and sludge digestion occur in septic tanks in one compartment. B. Settling and sludge digestion occur in M.N.O tank in different compartments. C. Septic tank is a low-rate anaerobic unit whereas an M.N.O tank is a high-rate anaerobic unit. D. The rate of sludge accumulation in septic tank is approximately 40-70 liters per year. The correct answer is septic tank is a low-rate anaerobic unit whereas an M.N.O tank is a high-rate anaerobic unit. In a project logic 4 activities M.N.O and P are required to be completed before starting activity Q. If the finish times of M.N.O and P are 12 days, 14 days, 15 days, and 17 days respectively, the earliest event occurrence time for the activity Q is A. 12 days, B. 14 days, C. 15 days, D. 17 days. The correct answer is 17 days. A square column section of size 350 mm is 350 mm is reinforced with 4 bars of 25 mm diameter and 4 bars of 16 mm diameter. Then the transverse steel should be A. 5 mm dia 240 mm cc. B. 6 mm dia 250 mm cc. C. 8 mm dia 250 mm cc. D. 8 mm dia 350 mm cc. The correct answer is 8 mm dia 250 mm cc.